everybody, thanks for watching another video. So it's finally here, The Witcher on Netflix, and I watched all 8 episodes. They're only about an hour each, and if you played the video games, you read the books, I don't think you guys are going to be disappointed. Now to me, this reminds me a lot of Xena and Hercules, but just on a bigger and grander scale. The costuming, cinematography, special effects, just a billion times better than when it was way back then. And if you haven't played the video games or if you haven't read the books, don't worry. As you watch this, you're going to feel lost. I felt a little bit lost, but don't worry. These guys are going to take care of you. You just enjoy the story, go from episode 1 to episode 8, and it's all going to fall into place. So if you haven't read the books or played the video games, a Witcher is a monster killer. They're brought in for training when they're kids. They're put through these trials that basically mutates their bodies, that enables them to drink potions to enhance their powers, and they fight monsters. And that's what this whole thing is about. Henry Cavill plays Geralt, and it follows him through all his many adventures. Now, for the most part, season 1, I loved it from top to bottom. I thought all of the casting was great with the exception of one person that I'm about to cover and a little bit of animation. So the opening scene with the Kikimora was like, holy crap, this is going to be awesome. But I think it was the second episode. They had the Sylvan, which is supposed to be like half demon, half goat. I looked at that CGI animation, I was like, oh man, I hope it's not all that bad, but luckily it wasn't. That's just the one animation off the top of my head that I knew I didn't like. Second is the fact that they didn't keep Dandelian's name Dandelion. They changed it to Jaxir or something like that, which reminds me of Joxer from Hercules. But I really wish they would have just kept it as Dandelion, and no, it's not Dandelion, it's Dandelion. The Nilfgaardian armor, we saw it in the previews, and I was hoping that it was just going to be like the infantry that has this ball sack armor. But guys, from episode 1 all the way to 8, we see it in every episode. This kind of velvety looking ball sack armor. Everybody has it. I really hated that. And the biggest disappointment for me, especially if you played the video games, is Triss. Now, we've seen Triss in the previews. I was hoping that it was going to change. But just as, she's supposed to be like this red-headed sorceress that's just totally hot. And Geralt's supposed to have 2. He's supposed to have Yennefer and Triss. And I don't know if the directors wanted to show that there's a difference between the two, like they don't both have to be hot. One can be kind of plain looking and one can just be super banging. But I was really disappointed that they decided to keep Triss kind of plain looking because it kind of made her look like a hippie, down to earth wood sorceress, and I didn't like that. Now I can't remember if we have to go back into Brokilon Forest where the Dryads are at. Those are those Amazon looking people. But I hope we don't have to because those scenes just dragged on and on and on. I'm like, please hurry up, Ciri, get out of the forest. Find Geralt so we can get the story going, and thankfully by the ending of season 1, we do. Alright, the stories you're going to pick up, of course, because you've seen the Kikimora, you know you're going to get the Butcher of Blaviken, you're going to get the Striga, Sonic the Hedgehog is in there, you got the Djinn, the Green Dragon, and of course, episode 8, the Battle at the Keep. Hang on to your bootstraps for that one, because that is a good episode. Now, as far as my favorite performances in season 1, I'm going to have to give it up to the actresses that play Queen Calanthe and Tissaia. So Queen Calanthe matches exactly how I thought of her in the book. Just this queen that's not afraid to go out there and get on the battlefield and go after it. And number 2, Tissaia, she's like the Dumbledore of Aretuza where the mages are trained. The way they dressed her and the way she holds herself is exactly how I pictured her in the books. Now, Henry Cavill holding it down as Geralt, I think he's doing great. He's got the dry humor and the grunting. But those 2 actresses, when you look at their work as a whole from episode 1 to 8, those are the 2 best. Once again, guys, that is The Witcher, available on Netflix right now. It's only 8 episodes long. They're about an hour each. If you're into action, adventure, fantasy, you guys are going to love it. Guys, that's the ending of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to Kimo365, please do. And remember, I'll catch you guys later.